Hola. Happy Cinco de Mayo. This is another edition of Dan's Models. John here with Dan, and we're looking at some N-scale things here. Dan, what do we have here?
These are some Microtrains cabooses, and they're all Southern Pacific cabooses, which actually is accurate because the Microtrains wooden caboose is based on a Southern Pacific prototype.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
Yeah. So this one is relatively new. This is actually a Microtrains factory paint job car that it's actually decorated for the Texas and New Orleans, which was a SP subsidiary in Texas and Louisiana. The other two cars were originally Microtrains SP cars, and these are really old enough that it was Katy Microtrains when I got them, and I'm sure collectors are cringing because I'm going to say that I repainted them twice, actually.
Well, maybe when you repainted them, you didn't know that, because they might be like...
Yeah, they were just ordinary trains in those days, I mean,
yeah.
It wasn't, but I had these two, well, first I'd sort of weathered them not very well because, my skills at that time weren't so great. And then I painted them for a fictitious short line that I had. And then I decided that I lost interest in that idea and decided to actually paint them as Southern Pacific cabooses.
Right.
And I actually have a really good book on SP cabooses. And so I looked in there to try to find cabooses that would match the cars, as closely as I could. Because there were variations. Because they were made of wood, they made some changes to them, different ones over the years. But anyway, so I chose number 741 for this one, and then number 199 for this one. And they're in two slightly different paint schemes. They both have the orange ends, but this one has the Gothic lettering, and this one has the older Roman-style lettering. So, and all of them have the Microtrains window kits installed, and they all have Fox Valley wheels instead of the Microtrains wheels.
Your favorite wheels.
Yeah, they're nice wheels. That's why. Also, you may notice that I actually had to replace the ladders on the ends because they'd gotten broken, and fortunately, Microtrains still sells replacement ladders for those. But they come. The only way to get them, I think, is in black plastic. And they're made out of some kind of plastic that doesn't hold paint very well.
Yeah, I vaguely remember. I think we saw these on a podcast a year or two ago. Maybe,
yeah. I may have mentioned it. But what I did with them is I have one of those hobby sandblaster guns, and I sandblasted before I painted them. I sandblasted the ladders, and what it does is it takes the slick finish off the outside and leaves them with a little bit of a rough texture. Not rough enough that you could feel, but it dulls it down, and it makes it much better for the paint in terms of paint adhesion. So I've had these actually painted for quite a while now, and they haven't flaked off.
Yeah.
Because if you try to paint them without doing anything like that to them, the paint will come off in 5 minutes. I mean, it just
slips off.
Yeah, it just has no stick whatsoever. But anyway, they're basically didn't really modify the cars too much otherwise. I think this one feels... Yeah, these two I added some weight to them also, the two older ones. I can tell because the factory car is a lot lighter. I like the cabooses to be a little bit heavy because I think it helps them track better on the end of the train.
Yeah, it seems like it would help the whole train track better, right, by adding it to the end.
It also keeps it, because sometimes in N-scale you get this thing where the caboose will be bouncing back, like this.
Yeah, because it's not stretched.
Yeah, and because it doesn't have any weight to keep it taut. So if you have a little more weight in the caboose, that doesn't happen so much. But anyway, these are all just, these were done with microscale decals and probably Flowcool paint. I don't know. Now at this point, I don't remember what I used. But,
they look good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't tell much difference between the factory car and the ones that I built. They're pretty similar. So, I mean,
yeah, can't tell from here on the camera anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, that's, I guess, about all there is to say about these. But that's my trio of Microtrain's SP wood cabooses.
All right. Well, we'll catch you next time on Dan's Models. Adios.
See you later.